Welcome to NIDMAR, the National Institute of Disability Management and Research. Since 1994, we have collaborated with researchers, governments, labor, and industry on building a culture of accommodation in the workplace for persons with disabilities. Our programs have helped organizations reduce disability-related expenditures by 30 to 50%, allowed organizations to retain skilled and knowledgeable staff, and produced a return on their investment of $5 for every dollar spent. Helping a person return to work as soon as possible after illness or injury is supported by our three pillars of approach: education, professional standards, and program standards. NIDMAR's disability management audit and assessment tools used to measure workplace disability management programs are the only consensus-based assessments of their kind. To date, more than 20 countries have adopted NIDMAR's occupational standards for disability management and the professional designations to meet those standards. We also provide educational support with both academic and continuing education through the Pacific Coast University for Workplace Health Sciences. Individuals with diverse but related backgrounds learn how to work collaboratively with all relevant stakeholders. This is key when working on solutions to keep individuals with mental or physical health impairments in the workplace.
In today's society, anywhere around the world, once an individual with a disability loses their attachment to the workplace, ends up on Social Security, less than 1% will ever enter the workforce ever again. And that was based on the research that we did. Those were the findings, those were the priorities. So we went about creating a curriculum that allows individuals to focus on the number one goal. You acquire an impairment and you want to stay with that pre-disability employer. You don't want to get pushed onto a benefit plan, whether that's workers' compensation, whether that's short-term disability, whether that's long-term disability. You want to stay engaged. And in order for someone to work through the complexities of what is required of them, that is what drove us to develop a curriculum that was specifically focused on the workplace as someone who could work with the individual with a disability, with the disabled worker, through the maze of challenges so they would stay on the job.
The lost opportunity, both in human capital and real capital, from people who are not employable because we don't understand how to integrate them into the workplace, it's huge, and its impact on the economy is significant. The impact on the individuals is even greater.
I think the economic aspect is really an absolutely high one, and is also an aspect that is linked to the moral side. The one who gets back to work is not only earning money for him and his family, he is contributing to the social security systems, he is paying taxes, he is doing some productive activities in the companies. So we know from an international study that the International Social Security Association has done that every dollar spent in return to work programs pays off at least a minimum 3 times for the different groups like the employers or the economy or the Social Security.
Yeah, there's a big ripple effect. When an employee is injured, the impact on them as an individual, their families, their friends, their coworkers, and to the organization. Everybody's impacted. And so the more proactive we can be with early intervention and return to work programs to ensure that we support that worker in getting back to work as quickly as possible, it positively impacts everybody within their circle. And it impacts millions of people globally and has billions of dollars of impact on the economies around the world.
Not having somebody return to work, you're losing corporate memory. These are individuals who the company's invested in, who've invested themselves in the company or the organization, and by not enabling them to come back to work, we're depriving ourselves of that knowledge base, of those skills, of just that brain power.
If you look at it from the perspective of the bigger picture, if you got 1.2 million disabled, and let's say over 60% of them are living in poverty, how are they living? Who's paying them? So then they become the burden of the government, because you got to provide them with, be it social assistance, whatever the case may be. So there's a strong case to be made for the government, is that put them back to employment, be it have to be retrained, whatever the case may be. So to me, it's a no-brainer.
For more information about professional and workplace development opportunities in this field, please visit our website at nidmar.ca.